social, groups basically are based upon your socioeconomic status, the income you have, what you live in.
Helping you out. So social classes really, to me, is just based on a hierarchy of where you are, monetarily speaking, politically speaking.
The social class system in America is based upon your wealth, your income, your education, and your occupation. Starting off, we have the upper class. Only 3% of Americans belong to this group, 1% earning hundreds of millions to billions per year, and 2% earning millions per year. Next, we have the middle class, which is 40% of America. It's divided into upper middle class, lower middle class, and the working class. Next, we have the lower class, which is 27% of America, divided into working poor, which earns $9,000 to $18,000 per year, and the underclass, earning $9,000 per year. Have you ever judged someone based on what they're wearing, the kind of car they drive, or the kind of house they live in?
It's too early to know that. Right now, we know that we have officers that are still responding to that location. We're doing what we do in these types of situations to bring about order. You're going to see tear gas. You're going to see pepper balls. We're going to use appropriate methods to ensure that we're able to preserve the safety of that community.
Baltimore hit rock bottom in the summer of 2015 when riots broke out over the death of Freddie Gray. While this looks like just an issue of race, if you look deeper into it, it comes all back from social classes. With a police force of 2,700 active duty officers, more than half, around 1,500, are from minority groups. 4 of its top 6 commanders are African American or Hispanic. More than 60% of the incumbents at the highest command levels come from lower class communities, and around 54% of all command leadership are from ethnic or racial minority groups. With these stats on hand, it starts to tell a story of the lower class being mistreated by the police force in Baltimore, not because of race, but because of their social status. With the riots, police used smoke grenades, tear gas, and pepper spray balls. The extreme treatment here is used in normally only lower class communities, and its residents feel as if they are being treated this way because they are deemed inferior to the middle class and upper classes in Baltimore. This one time, however, they chose to riot. In the end, it looks bad on the lower class because of the damage and looting that was caused due to the riots, starting the cycle again of persecution and poverty. Because of this damage, their image was shattered, and their voice was heard. Through Black Lives Matter movement, the voice of the lower class was heard, and they were finally able to explain the unfair treatment that is received by them on a daily basis.
What a lot of people don't realize were the Baltimore riots were incited by much more than police brutality. At the time in Baltimore, poverty was a huge thing and still is. And they're over here being taxed ridiculous amounts. People can't afford it. You're having a war between the people that you live with. The people in your community you're clashing with, all based upon what you're around, what you're used to, and you're simply tired of it. And Baltimore started out with those issues, and then police brutality just set it over the edge.
On one side, you see, it's probably like a touristy area. And on the other side, you see the deplorable state of the people. And you can tell that, obviously, whether it's touristy or whether it's just the richer part, you can clearly see that there's a divide in the amount of money that is there. But the people on the left probably live on $2 a week, and the people on the right probably live on thousands of dollars a day.
Just like Jack the Ripper, just like Joe, just like Billy Sunday, a shotgun ragtime band, just like New York City, just like Jericho. Race the horse, climb the walls, get out when they blow. Did you see your name was rambling road? Ramble on, baby, settle down easy. Ramble on the road, just like